So, first of all, happy birthday to my sister Viv, who is, I can't remember, hold on, let me have to add it all up. 4 years younger than me, um, probably 4.5 years younger than me. Yeah, probably 4.5 years younger than me. Um, and um, I sometimes discover that I've got it wrong for her because I forget that she's my little sister. Because as I've got older, I suppose I just sort of think we're sisters, and how do you have that sort of mindset of being I'm the older sister and you're the younger sister when we reach, well, we're both in our 60s, and I forget that, and sometimes we have a bit of a falling out, and I realise that, or we have a conversation about it, and I realise that what I say, or that some of the things that happen have more power attached to them because I'm the older one, and I hate that. I really hate it because um, I don't feel like the older one. I'm not. I don't feel like I'm using my older sister power to have an argument with her or to fight with her, and I really don't want that. So yeah, it's a bit of a shock sometimes when I realise that that's what's going on, or that's the problem. So um, I never mean to hurt her when we fall out or when we disagree on things, which we do. We're very different. I never mean to hurt her. I just feel like I'm having a conversation with a mutual conversation. But I think that perhaps that's not how it's perceived by her. So sorry, Viv. I never mean to hurt you. Look, you made me cry again now. Happy birthday. Oh, so I knew that that would happen, and I could pause and wait till I gather myself together, but that wouldn't be real, would it? And I'm a bit real. Um, I wanted to. I've toyed with talking about this, and then I thought, well, I'm going to, because I think it's important. I'm still getting comments on the fat shaming vlog, about my weight, and I just started to be aware, and I've been aware of this before, and it's just come back into my awareness that um, I'm not sure that people that are naturally slim ever have to think about what they're eating, ever have to think, should I be eating that? I feel guilty for eating that. Oh, look at you, you're eating again. Have you got too much on your plate? Um, how many more of those are you going to eat? And I don't think people that are naturally slim have to think that way, or ever think that way, or we couldn't believe that actually a lot of my life is spent thinking, should I have that? I shouldn't have had that. Um, a lot of my life is spent doing that, and I think that maybe there are a lot more people like that, a lot more people like me who, because of how we've been brought up, because of the whole culture around being fat and being thin, and being healthy, is about being thin apparently, but there must be a lot of people that do the same as me, and that unconsciously or vaguely consciously are questioning what they're eating, worrying about, should I show a photo of this on Facebook, because I only show like the healthy food I've made on Facebook. I don't show the pizza that we had the other night, or which we didn't. I haven't had pizza for ages. I'm getting really peed off with having to come up with another meal each day, especially as we've both been tired, and that I haven't resorted to the pizzas that are in the freezer for such occasions as when we're not well enough, or I'm not well enough to prep a meal from the start. And I think, yeah, I get really tired of that. And actually, I'm going to do pizza today because last night I struggled to put the meal together because I was just so tired. But again, pizza, I think pizza is incredibly unhealthy, and yet the Italians eat pizza and spaghetti and pasta and um, lots of things like that, and they don't consider it unhealthy. But I personally find it unhealthy because pizza is carbs. Um, so I don't understand how that can be consumed. But that's because I have to question everything I eat, because everything I eat means that I put on weight. Um, I've had breakfast. I had it a quarter of an hour ago, and I never eat breakfast. But today, I've been awake for nearly 3 hours, and I was just really hungry, and I just thought I'm going to have breakfast. And I've had baguette with jam and butter. Incredibly unhealthy in my life, because it's carbs and jam. The butter bit isn't unhealthy. Um, Although there's a lot of people that still feed into the myth that fat is unhealthy. There's still a lot of people that think that fat makes you fat. It's carbs that make you fat. Google it, have a look if you don't believe me. Oh, my eye's itching. So yeah, so I thought I would just mention that because I'm sure not everybody spends their life looking at what they've got on their plate, looking at what they're, I don't know, cooking, looking at what they're buying in a shop and thinking, should I eat that? Can I eat that? And judging themselves, because I end up judging myself, which is really not good for one, is it? To judge oneself. I don't need to judge myself. I've got people on my fat shamers, my vlog, doing that for me. I don't need this interject in here doing it as well. And I was thinking, somebody said last night, you've eaten all the food that the children could have had in Africa. And I managed not to ask them what had happened to their hair and their lips. I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. I've done it now. But and I just thought that's weird, isn't it? Because I can remember as a child, back in the 60s, it would have been, being told, if you don't eat all of your food, or the children, there's children in Africa that are starving, so you should clear your plate. So it's sort of, is that part of the problem? Was that I had to clear my plate? Or, I don't think it was, because I don't think we were provided with enough food when we were growing up. But there was all that. If you don't eat that, there's children starving in Biafra. I think it was Biafran children when I was younger. So yeah, I got that last night. I've eaten all the food. Somebody else had written on my booze cruise one, was it something about, she's drunk 2,000 bottles of wine or something like that. I think, these people are the lowest of the low, aren't they? Oh, I got that off my chest. So yeah, I'd be interested to hear if other people are looking at what they're eating. I've got shopping arriving today. Again, it comes around really quickly, but it is only weekly. And I've got my daughter coming for Sunday lunch, and I decided that I haven't used the slow cooker because of the Fast 800 stuff. The slow cooking food isn't part of that meal plan. I thought I'd get the slow cooker out and do a beef stew, because I've not done one of those for ages. So I shall do beef stew on Sunday with dumplings. Again, should I be eating dumplings? Should I be eating potatoes? Should I even eat? Should I just go and crawl into a hole? Oh, and somebody mentioned thinking they were being kind, and this may offend them, but I was intrigued by this. Yes, I've got a double chin, and yes, I could change the angle so I look at you like this. And then nobody will notice that I'm looking like this. And you won't see my double chin, my troubled area, apparently. Um, and they did say no offence. It reminded me of the Fast Show. Anybody in the UK will have possibly watched the Fast Show, and there was a woman who played a South African woman working in a department store, and she'd got makeup on, and it was all sort of just stopped here. So the face makeup stopped here. So there was a great big, and she was a beauty thingy in a department store, and all the makeup just stopped here. And she'd give people advice and say, no offense. And this woman did exactly that on one of my vlogs. I can't remember which one it was. And I thought, well, I don't really look at this. It's been there a long time. The steroids haven't helped it. And now I'm aware of it. So thanks for pointing it out. And I'm not going to do this because that would be really fucking stupid, wouldn't it? Really stupid. So this is me, and what you get is you get me, and I'm not going to change that. And you can carry on. The fat shamers can carry on making their moronic, is that the right word? Moronic comments. And relish the fact that they've never been in my shoes. And the young people, that it might be young people, I don't know, but sometimes it's young people. And I think, wait till you get old, wait till you get into your 60s and you maybe get something wrong with you, you maybe have to take medication, wait till everything changes, gravity, and then come back and tell me what you've just told me. Anyway, taken my mind off my sister. Happy birthday, Viv. Sorry I cried, but then you know I normally do. And my sister's very good at helping me not to cry. I hope you have a nice day, and I'm sorry I didn't get to see you because we didn't come over yet again, and I hope to see you sometime in the summer. Okay. Bonjour.